What is up, guys? It is Nitro's HD, and today we are playing some Kerbal space program. It's a really fun game. I guess you could say it's a simulator, kind of. My airplane's rolling, so I have to turn the brakes on. But you get to make your own airplanes and stuff, and I know this thing might look like a monstrosity, but it's pretty cool. I did some pretty cool stuff. Or I made it do some pretty cool stuff. Kind of started out as an idea. That is my dog barking. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. I don't know. Yeah, that's my dog barking in the background. It's a nice day outside. She wants to go out and play. But no, this started out as kind of a wacky idea of something I wanted to do, and then I spent a couple hours getting it to work. Most of it was just getting this thing off the ground. That's why there's so many wings on it. And then, at first there wasn't even this whole area on the front and this tail fin. It was kind of just a big box with wings all over it. So, I added that to make it look a little bit more like an airplane. And, now, this is what it looks like. And, it works pretty well, too. I mean, it flies. That's the good part. But, what it actually does, it does really, really well. Which is funny because I spent more time making it fly than I did work on what it actually is supposed to do, and I think it does what it's supposed to do much better than it flies. So I don't know. Anyway, let's start this thing off. Take the brakes off. I've got it throttled up to a little over 2/3. Because if I throttle up any more than that, the engines start overheating, which is never good. Brakes disengaged finally. I love how many ailerons there are. I quite enjoy ailerons. I don't know why. And then of course, these things, whatever these are called, I have a lot of those too. They're all over the front of the airplane. But yeah, this thing's pretty cool. I tried taking this thing to Mars earlier, and I got it to Mars, and I got it into the atmosphere and everything, and I think it was just going way too fast. Wow, usually it pulls up by it now. Okay, so it immediately wants to nosedive. So the first thing I usually do is I sit and adjust the trim so it pulls up on its own. And so if you hear me spamming keys on my keyboard right now, that is what I'm doing, is I'm adjusting the trim, because I have to adjust it a lot. There we go. Right now I am not touching the keyboard. Flies great. Sweet. Turn fine controls on so I'm not jerking this thing around all over the place. Pull up the landing gear. We don't need that anymore because we are not landing this thing. Because you guys will see why in a second. I just need to pull back over land real quick so you guys can see what this thing does. I was going to show you the Mars footage, but ended up not doing too well there. Like I said, I was going too fast through the atmosphere. When you're deorbiting a plane, and you go, I don't know what it is with planes. You'd think that the faster it went, the more controllable it would be, because the more air would be going over the wings and everything. I don't know, engineer speak. No, it does really, really well at the speed that it's at right now. Any faster and it doesn't do too well. Any slower and it doesn't even fly. I don't think it really even glides. So the fact that I got this thing flying pretty well, I think I adjusted the trim too much because now it's nosing up on its own. Anyway, so yeah, this thing's a monstrosity. I think it's over 300 pieces that I used to build this thing. Probably even more now because I added a couple more struts in there to keep the wings from flapping. I have this game on all high settings, which usually doesn't run too badly. And right now I'm at 6 FPS. So, hopefully this doesn't look too bad, but don't know. So, I love this airplane though. I put a lot of hard work into this thing. And you guys are about to see why. I guess right about now. I could stage, but in this game you can set up action groups where if you hit one of the number keys at the top of your keyboard, it will activate a few things. And right here I have it set up to deploy if I hit the number 3. So let's hit the number 3. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. A whole ship breaks away. Parachutes deploy to pull it away from the aircraft. And you're left with one of my new little toys, which I call the Spider Rover, because it's got 10 wheels? 16 wheels. Yeah. No. 12 wheels. I can do math, I swear. But yeah, this thing has a pretty big wingspan. I have to adjust the trim a little bit more because this thing wants to nosedive even more because all the weight is down at the bottom and all the lift is up at the top. But I love flying this thing around. This thing actually flies pretty well. We can see that we're pretty low to the ground there with our shadow. This thing flies pretty well. My FPS went back up to 10 because we got rid of half the ship. I think half the parts I used were in that part, just trying to disguise this thing so you guys didn't see it. Because, like I said, it was all open and you could see the rover on the inside. And I was like, maybe it would be a little bit cooler if I could disguise it and put the rover in like a little shroud. But yeah, I had yesterday off. It was a teacher work day at school. So I decided to play this because I had made this rover at some point, but I reinstalled Steam, I reinstalled Kerbal Space Program through Steam, and just because I can't remember if I told you guys, I did that because I had to download all the updates through the website before, and now Steam does it for me. God, that silhouette looks really cool, doesn't it? But yeah, when I reinstalled Steam, I tried to see if the game would still work if I put it on a flash drive, because I usually take this game with me on a flash drive. I do not need to get close to the ground because these wheels, these balloon tires, will not take the impact of that, and that would be bad. But I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just going. I'm about 16 kilometers out from the farthest place, 14 kilometers from whatever that is, but Albatross, oh, so that's where the runway is, the Albatross. That was a stock plane that's in the game that I tried flying. The thing's huge, not very stable. Well, I mean, it's extremely stable. The thing's made out of nothing but wings and like one engine, but it's just so spindly that it just flops all over the place. But anyway, yeah, I tried seeing if I could put it on my flash drive, and I had the save for this rover on my flash drive, and I wasn't thinking about it, and I deleted everything off my flash drive and took everything from the Steam folder for this game and put it on there, and I cleared my recycle bin. And after I cleared my recycle bin, I thought about it, and I realized that all the airplanes and ships that I had built are now gone forever. So I sat and I redid this, and then I sat and fiddled around with just the rover for a while, and I thought about it, and with my old rover I stuck a couple jet engines on it to see if I could make it go really fast across the ground. That did not work very well, so I strapped a couple rocket engines on this one just for fun. And Jake was over, and I was like, "Hey Jake, look what I can do with the rover." So I put a couple jet engines on and started putting wings on it, and I was like, I wonder if I could actually get this thing to fly somewhere and then deploy it without having to drive all the way there, because the thing's entirely battery powered. There's no fuel or anything, and the battery power stays pretty well lit because I have solar panels all over it. But I started strapping wings all over it, and then I found out that the speed it needed to lift was too fast for these wheels, and these wheels were getting destroyed. So I put a shroud around it and put the little landing gear on it, and it just went from there. I just started adding more wings, and then at the end I wanted to disguise it all, and it ended up turning out really, really well. But I think we're far enough away, I guess. We're 27 kilometers from that. 27 kilometers from that. Let's deploy here, I guess. So we can either press the space bar or press 4. If we press 4 and then 5, because I didn't realize that we were so close to the ground. If we weren't that close to the ground, I wouldn't have hit 5. But 4 disengages the engines from the rover, and then 5 deploys all the parachutes on the rover. And then just for what I need to do next, I need to EVA real quick. EVA real quick and repack the parachutes. Repack the parachutes and then get back on it, because this rover is not done with surprises yet. Turn the brakes off. I'm not going to drive this very much because I still haven't worked everything out with this rover. You know, you look at it and you think, oh yeah, it doesn't look that bad. You know, it looks like it's really stable. It doesn't look like it could do much damage to itself. This thing flips over so easily. The top speed for this thing is about 17 meters a second. And when I even slightly turn at that speed, it just rolls. It just rolls, and then all these solar panels explode. The thing breaks in half. Things on the inside. I have all the batteries and stuff on the inside. Let's see if we can see that. Come on, maybe. Yeah, I've got. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but okay. So I've got one battery there, and then 2 batteries up here, and then these 4 torpedo-looking things are radiation generators, or nuclear generators, or whatever you call it, and they produce electric power, but not very much, not enough to power the 12 wheels on here. So I added the rest with solar panels, but yeah, you can see there's some rocket engines on here. You'll see what those do in a second. Other than that, this thing doesn't really do that much. I'm working on another one that has landing legs on top of it, so that way if it ever does flip over, it can flip itself back over. But what I'm working on now is it not exploding when it flips over. But anyway, yeah, so I started working on this the other day. I guess I can show you what it does now. So up here we have a little abort button, and if we press the abort button, it has a little ejector seat. And then we have parachutes, of course. But this takes a while to go back down to the ground, because we're 1,000 meters up and we're only going 5 meters a second. So I will be right back and we will see what else this thing can do. So yep. Okay, we are safely on the ground. Oh, we have Jebediah Kerman. I did not even realize that. Wow, I should have noticed that at the beginning. We have Jebediah Kerman, the most famous of all the Kerbans in the game. He is always the one that is most excited. We look inside the cockpit. My cockpits are messed up on my game. I don't know what it is, but the windows are covered, and then the nav ball, instead of having the target on it, has a little white square. So I don't know what's wrong with that, but let's switch back to that is the thing. See, yep, brakes work. So if you notice, this thing still drives. And the reason that is you can't really see down in there. But inside this little block right here, we have a probe unit, which is just a battery-powered computer that lets you control things without having a person on it. So I can deploy these, and then once that thing ejects, because you landed 640 meters away, this thing can still drive around. So that is pretty cool. That's pretty much all what I built can do. As you can see, it leaves a lot of debris around everywhere. But yeah, I had a lot of fun building this. I always like building fun things, weird, wacky things, and then once I figure out I can even get them to work, it's pretty cool. But if you guys want me to build or do more stuff, like Kerbal Space Program, because I love playing this game. I don't play it very often, but when I do, I make some pretty cool stuff. But like I made a VTOL once. I love the bumpiness, and you can see the suspension moving around. But yeah, if you guys want to see more videos with yep, see, yep, that's exactly what yep, wow, dang it. Yep, well now you can see the inside. Got 4 gigantic batteries, and then the 4 nuclear generators. Yep, just like I said, it flips over way too easily. I still don't know why, considering it has such a low center of gravity. It doesn't make much sense that it would flip over that easily, but it does. They've been having that problem ever since they added these Rover wheels to the game. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and favorite or subscribe. If you guys want me to do more Kerbal Space Program videos, I will be happy to, because I love playing this game. It's so much fun. I mean, you guys can even give me suggestions of things I should do. And maybe I can include, I'll probably include at the end of this video, my screw up when I visited the moon. Can I deploy these? No, I cannot. Decouple. I think they're stuck to each other, so even when I hit the space bar, it doesn't decouple. Yeah, they're stuck to each other, so now it's just a box. That's just a probe box. Anyway, yeah, if you guys can make maybe some suggestions of things you think I should do. If not, just tell me that you want me to build more crazy crap. If you guys want to play this game, it's on Steam. Go buy it. It's an independent game. It's still in its early development stage. It's entirely sandbox. You don't have to earn anything in it. They pretty much just give you all the parts you need to build stuff, and it gives you an unlimited amount. I mean, if it didn't, how could I build something that big and crazy? I'm not spending that much time on this game. But anyway, if you guys want to try out this airplane / rover for yourself, I can put the craft file in the description, and all you have to do is download it and put it into your saves folder for the game, which you just save it into the one marked SPH, I think, for space plane hangar, I believe, and that will save it automatically, and all you have to do is go into the game and then load it as if you had made the ship yourself. But yep, that's about it. Like and favorite. I know I hate people that say that, but it really does help people out when you like and favorite. It'll let more people see my stuff. So I'm sorry I've been rambling on so much. This was fun to do. I'll probably make more stuff even if you guys don't. Anyway, this was Nitro's HD, and I will talk to you guys next time. See ya. Okay, guys, so here's the footage that I told you of when I tried to land on Mars with it. It didn't come out so well. First, I noticed that I was about to hit this giant mountain, so I activated my thrusters again and got out of it. Luckily, I actually didn't think I was going to make it. But anyway, I just got back on here to tell you guys that right now, currently, I am about halfway done downloading BioShock Infinite, because I've been really looking forward to that game. I'm definitely going to record a playthrough of that, because I'm not going to play that a minute without recording it. So You guys will see everything that happens. I promise. It'll be fun. But yeah, I'll maybe put some music on the end of this. I'll talk to you guys next time. See ya.